there is a debate going on regarding Pakistan uh, and China with respect to uh, Xinjiang province, which is by area the 70, almost 17% of China, and the biggest uh, province and autonomous region of China as well. And there are different ethnic groups as well. Actually, when we see and analyze the geostrategic significance of Xinjiang along with Pakistan, actually we see three phases, or actually we can analyze it on three levels. Number one is a domestic level, number two is regional, and number three is international. When it comes to domestic, of course, the Chinese government and thank you so much. Thank you so much. So actually, number one is international, number two is number one is domestic, number two is regional, number three is international. Actually, let's start it from the beginning. So the new Silk Road, actually One Belt, One Road initiative, and China's emergence as a global power to increase Chinese political, economic, and financial influence over the world. As we know, actually, it is widely predicted now and analyzed by East and West, all sort of intellectual gurus, that China is going to become the next superpower in coming decades. And this thought and this actually emergence of China is actually in real upsetting great powers like United States and other European powers who actually have dominated the world since Second World War. So in this regard, the emergence of China is not accepted by them in easy means. But China's influence and emergence is very smooth, and it is actually gradual and actually permanent so far without being harmed in any part of the world. And most important, it is economic. So China is working on it very smoothly. That is why so far the Western powers or any other regional power has not been able to contain China's economic growth. And so far, still in future, there is a huge space in this regard that China will grow more, as it is predicted by world intellectuals and analysts. Uh, Actually, when it comes to that second important of China-Pakistan economic corridor is that it will connect China with the outer world, and it is very much obvious. One Belt World Road is the broader term used for it, and it is said that till 1950, actually, it will increase 7.2 or more trillion dollars in global GDP, and of course, it will make China an unbeatable economic, financial, and maybe a military giant in the coming decades. And in the same way, actually, these are the internal dynamics of China regarding China-Pakistan economic corridor. But when we see implemented regionally, then we see that it is equally important and equally that implementable for the regional powers and third world countries as well, who have quest and who have thirst and who are desperate to emerge. So this China-Pakistan economic corridor is a pathway for them to emerge, in which Pakistan comes as first, because this route is passing through Pakistan from all four provinces. So of course, it will create opportunities for all of them to emerge. At the same time, actually, as it is said, that CPEC will not only have bilateral economic and political that fruits for Pakistan and China. In fact, this will give a rise and create opportunities for the neighboring countries as well. In since 2015, actually, Pakistan has invited Afghanistan to join CPEC and invited that Iran to join CPEC and take advantage of it, because this will create a sort of economic regionalism in the region, and may create some economic bloc in the coming decades. In fact, China so Pakistan, for a better, peaceful, and cooperative South Asian region, has invited even India who has always been in odds relation with Pakistan since 1947 creation of Pakistan. But actually, Pakistan has given these opportunities as well. So this is a very good diplomatic move. If it gets succeed, of course, this will bring a great advantage to the entire South Asian region and along with Pakistan. But the main debate, and we know this main debate and main theme of this conference is basically the western province of Xinjiang of China. So I'll try to analyze that in particular. Actually, this is not only the biggest region. In fact, it is the most actually progressive. It is a region which is progressing from last few years very fastly inside China. Actually, since 2015, the economic growth of Xinjiang province has been 10%. So this is, you can say, something not less than a miracle in Xinjiang's economic history actually, and this is creating that great opportunities for the domestic people. And as we know so far, of course, the western region of China has always been deprived, but Xinjiang, when it gets developed, it will create economic opportunities not only for the people dwelling inside it. In fact, it will create opportunities for the for the Central Asian region, for Afghanistan, and for Pakistan as well. Because China, if we see or look at the map of China, it connects or it shares borders with 14 countries, in which eight countries are with Xinjiang, in which Russia and the Central Asian countries and Mongolia, Afghanistan, Pakistan and India are part of it. So you can see major countries of the western part of China, our neighbor countries, all connect with Xinjiang. So and Xinjiang is a landlocked province. It does not have any port, so its easy access will only be through Pakistan, and it has only one Ala Pass. It has only one that trade route from Kazakhstan, which is Ala Pass. So if CPAC becomes a successful trade route for this region, there should be and there must be no doubt in this regard that this region will and may surpass in terms of economic progress than all of China, because it is connecting 8 regions including Pakistan, and it will reduce the trade and distance traveling routes from more than 5,000 to just 2,000 or even less. So this will bring progress by leaps and bounds. Next, come to the that political impacts of Xinjiang's progress. If the if CPEC becomes a successful trade route between both the nations, I have analyzed and come to the conclusion that this will bring Pakistan and China very close to each other and may make them a political partner, because historically Pakistan and China had been geostrategic and military geostrategic partners, and Pakistan had been a strong ally of China in order to balance India in this region. But if this progress becomes successful, of course, this geostrategic dynamic will shift towards geoeconomics and will integrate the entire region. And not only this entire region will integrate it, this geoeconomics will turn into geopolitical. So it will become more diverse, more actually have will have more variety, and actually this entire region will get intact. It may work like European Union. And after this, actually, let's come to the geo. Let's come to the security issues. As Mr. Dr. Asadi have already mentioned, actually there are some, of course, some organizations who are considered to be threats for China and China's security and Chinese and nationals inside and outside with the name of East Turkestan Islamic Movement, famously known as ETIM. So ETIM actually is a threat, and recently United States and the Western powers have lifted off sanctions from this organization. So actually this shows some conspiracy against the rising of China in this region. So if the if any such sanctions are lifted by Western powers, that does not, it will not be a threat if Pakistan plays a significant role, which it is already playing in this regard. Because when it comes to combating and countering terrorism, Pakistan has a tremendous record in this regard. There's no doubt that terrorism has damaged and harmed Pakistan economy, society, and political stability very badly. But this is also true that Pakistan have culminated emerged very successfully in combating terrorism, and ETIM is one of those organizations, along with Taliban, Al Qaeda, and that Daesh or IS, who have been successfully countered by Pakistan, who have been captured, and who have been actually contained, and this became a great help to China, because we know these Islamic fundamentalist organization or separatist organizations have a universal ideology. They do not contain to some specific ethnic groups. Actually, they are bound by their religious dogma, which attracts other organizations of the same sort of jihadist militant mindset, and they collectively are actually threatening to China. Hello?
Uh, because of time
Is my voice coming, sir?
1 minute to yeah, 1 minute to draw conclusions. Thank you.
Okay. Should I conclude it?
Communication. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll conclude it. Okay, sir. So these all political, economic, and strategic dimensions actually will connect and embed Pakistan and Chinese interest at a regional and international level to level at very great extent, and this actually will bring ultimate actually prosperity to not only to Pakistan and China at large, in fact, particularly to Xinjiang province as well, which is emerging, because Xinjiang, which is rich with energy resources, which is rich with cotton, because China's 85% cotton is exported from Xinjiang, and 26% of global cotton comes from Xinjiang from Xinjiang province of China. Along with this, actually, the oil and gas explorations are going from here, and if any such explorations become successful, of course, this will economically benefit Pakistan in the future. So actually, China's Western development and the region's entire development depends on Xinjiang's development and peace and prosperity, and Xinjiang's economic development highly depends on Pakistan. Thank you so much.